Hello friends and enemies, welcome back to Weekly Allowance, where today we're reviewing TOMY Back to the Future Time Machine car. As you can tell, it's a very large box. And joining me today, because I don't know anything about Back to the Future, is Patrick.
Hello!
That's his hand.
This is my hand. This is my other hand.
So let's get this out of this shipping box so we can look at the other box that's inside the box.
Yeah.
They packed it with tissue paper, which isn't really good for pulling out the
Yeah.
the products. I'll catch it. Oh. So the box looks nice. It's, again, very large. Would you call this an illustration or a diagram?
Blueprint.
A blueprint of the time machine car. So it looks like you've got different views of it, like depending on which side of the box you're looking at. Here's the top side. Is that the flux capacitor?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, this was a Kickstarter from earlier this year, right?
Seems like a million years ago.
It was earlier this year. It was a Kickstarter, and it did fairly well, I guess. But yeah, I was definitely one of the very first backers of it. Back to the Future is my favorite movie ever since I was like 2.
God, this is heavy.
It's as old as I am. The movie, not this toy.
That would be a problem.
Yes.
I'll let you do the honors since it's your favorite franchise. Do you like Back to the Future or Ninja Turtles more? If you had to choose one.
If I had to choose one?
Yeah, you could only have one.
Probably Back to the Future.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Back to the Future, it's just one of those movies that speaks to a universal truth. Whereas the first Ninja Turtles movie, it's got some important stuff in there, but Turtles as a brand, as a franchise, I don't know. There's some good stuff in it overall, but...
You'd be erasing so much stuff, though. There's so many turtle things.
Yeah, I don't need them. We don't need them.
Yeah, but what about the rest of humanity?
They don't need them either.
Oh, wow. Shots fired.
Back to the Future is more important. Culturally. It's more important.
Get ready for the comments.
More valuable life lessons in all 3 Back to the Future movies. What has Turtles ever taught us?
Pizza good?
Okay.
At least it seems to be packed well.
Mm-hmm.
Is it even cutting?
No, my knife needs to be sharpened.
Tell me about it.
Where's your rusty razor blade, Madison?
It's in the
channel.
It's in the review room. That's where we aren't because this was too big.
Yeah. Some instructions, I guess.
Whatever this thing is.
Yeah, that's the lightning rod.
Nerd.
Well, I don't know. I'm sure it's called something else.
What's a syringe for?
The fog juice, I'm guessing.
Wow.
There's another syringe right there, a little pipette.
Some flames.
Mm-hmm. Yep, the flame traps. Yeah, that was like a stretch goal.
A delicate pipette. Ooh, styrofoam smell.
Yeah. It's not as bad as the Sentinel, though.
Yeah, the Sentinel's sticky.
Yeah. Batteries included. Oh, I think that's Einstein. It is.
Yes, doggy. I wish he was articulated. But he's just sitting there.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Whoa.
Whoa. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Looks good so far. I'm not sure.
Is that like a little handle you can
I don't think so. I don't think that's what it's meant for, but that's what I'm going to use it for. Okay. Gullwing door has a nice like ratchet to it or something. It clicks into place really well.
Looks like there's a scratch up here.
Oh yeah, not bad though.
There's a bit of a scratch. I don't know if you guys can see it right here.
Yeah, not bad though.
Yeah, but it's kind of like right in a very noticeable
top.
place.
I definitely was already there. I think the side windows are a little like foggy too.
Is there a film you can peel off? Sometimes there's a film.
No, there's no film. Oh. Just looks kind of smudgy, but I don't think that that's anything that can be cleaned. I doubt. I don't know if that can be seen on camera or not.
Oh, it actually hurts when you run over your fingers with it.
Because it's heavy?
Yeah, it's very heavy.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I don't know if the camera can really see that. But yeah, there's just a little bit of fogginess, a little bit of smudginess on the windows there. I'm guessing it is just because that's just plastic, and they wiped it down with something or something. I don't know. Maybe I can clean that. We'll see. The other thing I immediately noticed was that these exhausts back here, they seem very light. I don't know. They seem very, very light. I don't recall them being that.
Like in color?
Yeah. Like they got like they dusted it with something to add it, to give it some shading. But like, I think they went a little overboard. Maybe I'm remembering wrong, but I feel like that these should be a lot darker. I feel like they should have a little bit of shading like that, a little bit of haze, but yeah, I think that they should be pretty much black.
I don't know anything about how accurate it is or not, but it looks great. It feels really well made. Like, especially this part.
Yeah, the actual metal stainless steel construction.
Oh, let's look at the bottom.
It was nice, yeah.
Bottom's a little, there's not much going on there.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of people that wanted it to, you know, hover convert, but I think that they probably wanted to save that for a second one if they made one, so that they could, you know, do the whole thing over again. But a big point of contention in the Kickstarter were these wires, and including the wires up here. People really wanted those to be colored. Personally, I didn't really care about that. I mean, as long as they were there, I was fine with it. And I feel like I might have actually preferred them to just be black, and then I could have gone in and painted them myself, because that's not quite how what the colors were like in the movie. There we go. It's not quite what the colors are like in the movie. They're a little bit more mishmashed and tangled together than that. Whereas that's just like a rainbow. It's red, yellow, blue. And then these up here were, I think red and yellow too, or something like that, as well as black. I don't remember right off the top of my head, but yeah, I think I might have preferred them to just be black, and then if I felt like it, I could have painted them myself. I mean, I know it'd be tricky to get them out of there to paint them or something, but I mean, it's okay. It's good enough.
Doors open.
Doors open.
Like a DeLorean, which this is not. It is not a DeLorean. There's some detail inside. Quite a lot of detail, actually, that's hard to see even through this front windshield. This looks like there's a lot of good detail on the inside. Like, even the seats are well sculpted, and there's like metal grating and some warning labels. There's some machinery housed inside a little plastic clear case. I trust they're accurate to the movie. That's
okay, all these things were made up in the first place.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of little details that, you know, there's a whole community of people that build like replica, you know, full-size DeLorean time machines and everything. And like back here, there's supposed to be like little like Christmas lights and stuff like that, and, you know, a bunch of components back here. You know, the second movie one would have Mr. Fusion back here, which was just a coffee maker.
House Ghost. Check out the rims. We didn't talk about the rims yet.
Yep, the rims are nice.
Nice rims.
Nice and shiny. Yep. And the wheels are fairly rubbery. They're kind of squishy, just barely. Mostly a firm plastic, but it's got a little bit of rubberiness to them. Yeah, they don't tilt. Front wheels don't turn left and right. And that is because they wanted certain figures to fit inside, like this Marty here from a company that I can't remember. I can't think of what company made this. I don't know. It's just not coming to me.
Probably a company that's fallen out of public favor.
Currently.
The public opinion changes fast.
Yes, it does. Yeah, I should have warmed this Marty up. Let's see, will he fit? That seems like a jingle. Will Marty fit? But yeah, he'll fit. If you warm up your Marty first.
Warm up your Marty, boys and girls.
Right.
Wow, he fits.
Yep.
Look at our boy.
Will Marty fit? He does. But yeah, that's the main reason they weren't able to do where the front wheels turn left and right, is just because they had to make room for these figures' legs. And supposedly Doc will fit too, but
he's pretty.
I kind of doubt it.
Pretty big, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of doubt that Doc will fit.
Doc, what are you saying?
That's the worst Michael J. Fox impression I've heard.
Oh.
Why'd you tear his head off for?
To disrespect you.
They look good next to it, but
Yeah.
I have significant doubts that this Doc is going to fit in there. I do have other ones, so maybe I should go get a different Doc to see if he'll fit. Because this one's got this tool belt on, and he has this radiation suit on that keeps his leg from going up too high. So
Let's open up Doggy.
okay,
Doggy. What's his name?
Einstein.
Yeah, I wish he was. I mean, I understand that he's just meant to sit inside, right?
Yeah.
Because he's the guinea pig, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I
it'd be
wish he
nice
was
if his head
articulated.
turned or something like that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think this is like little static animals and stuff is a little bit more in Tomy's wheelhouse. That's
Yeah.
kind of what they do, I think, or one of the things they do, along with models.
He's very cute.
But
So he sits right here
why does he have a stopwatch, Madison?
to test the timiness.
Okay, I'll accept it.
I mean, I would guess that even if I hadn't seen the movie.
I'll accept that answer. Is this lightning rod? It fits right there, like that. It's pretty cool, and I definitely wanted that. I mean, that was something that was on my priority list.
It has some give, so not as easily breakable as I worried.
Yeah.
But still probably easily
Yeah.
breakable.
A lot of the plastic here feels pretty stiff, which means it doesn't have much give to where. But yeah, this has got a little bit of a flex to it. That's good. But this feels very stiff plastic down there.
There's a little clock in here too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's that clock about, Madison?
I don't know.
Yep.
What's this for? Is this for the pipette?
Yeah, for the syringe. I'm not sure. We'll have to look at the instructions. I'm not sure what the pipette is meant to be for, but yeah, I don't know why I'm sure.
The clock. Can you see it? It's got a sad face on it. That's how I like my clocks. Sad faces.
This clock goes in on the dashboard, but yeah, I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. So yeah, I'm not
Don't
even
lose
sure.
that. That's so small.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, it does stand up. Okay.
Now is the time to put the batteries in, and as you can see, we've given it a soft bed made of my wearable blanket. See how much I care?
Yeah, it takes a lot of batteries.
Right, now we are attempting to insert the fog solution.
So I already had this high density fog works. Supposed to be able to just use this pipette and pop off the where they put the plutonium in there. Pop that off, and you're supposed to only put 4 milliliters in there. If you put any more, it will explode. Now look at that. That's
Exactly 4.
yeah, well, pretty close to exactly 4. Stick this back on. Okay. Plutonium core inserted.
How do you activate this?
I think I just did it. I hear it cooking.
Whoa.
Yep, it's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool effect. Be good for some photos. I don't know if it just does it every, how often it does it.
It's lit up in there. It might be hard to see with our lights. But
Yeah,
it's lit up green and yellow.
Yeah, we'll turn off some of these lights and show it in a little bit more in the dark. But I don't know. So you're supposed to be able to, it's got touch sensors. This is the way it activates.
Nope, the headlights are on too now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's glowing?
And the flux capacitor is fluxing. Yeah, we'll turn off some of these lights and show that stuff a little bit more. But I'm not sure. So how do you turn it off?
So far, they haven't told me.
So yeah, it has touch sensor buttons on the license plate, and then above each one of these exhausts. I don't see how to turn it off. I don't know if you just keep pressing it, or if it just turns off on its own. No, I hear it cooking again.
You did touch sensor 5, delayed fog effect. I think it depends on how many times you touch something.
Okay. Man, this is very confusing.
Yeah, I know. The instructions are no help at all.
This is so confusing. Okay, touch sensor 1, headlights and marker lights.
Okay.
Okay, so there are 3 touch sensors. There's B,
Okay.
A,
Okay.
and C.
C.
Touch sensor 1, headlights and marker lights. So I'm guessing that just means like 1 push.
Yeah, I think so.
2, flux bands. 3, tail lights.
That just turned it off.
No, it's still, well, oh yeah, it did. This is very confusing.
The instructions make no sense. They are not helpful.
Here, let's turn off some of these lights and we'll keep trying at this. Okay, let's see. So there's 3 touch sensors. Got a little bit darker in here now, so maybe the lights will be seen a little better. And I seem to have turned it off somehow. Let's try touching just the taillight once. Okay, the flux capacitor is fluxing.
The dashboard is all lit up too. It's pretty neat looking.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's try this again. So 1 does that. 2, change the lights inside. Yeah, there was a red light and now there's a green light. 3, turned it off. So that's touch sensor C. Okay, all right. I understand now. I get it now, sort of. So touch sensor C, the license plate, controls this stuff. Overhead array lights, keypad lights, field containment display and flux capacitor, time circuit status red light. And then you can turn it to a green light by pressing it again. The license plate just controls the interior lights. And touch sensor B, which is here, controls the nuclear reactor lights and delayed fog effects. So turn that on, and that turns on the light up here and the light here. And it delay foggy. Don't breathe it. So that's B. Touch sensor A, which is on this side, is the headlights and marker lights, flux bands and tail lights. So that's all the external car lights.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. So now we've got headlights. It looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. The blue light all around the rim there.
Yep, that's pretty neat.
And then the tail lights. Okay, so in order to do all 3, you go there. There. And there. That's all 3.
Don't breathe it.
Don't breathe it. Vaping's bad, okay?
Man, you'd think we were vaping up a storm with all the anti-vaping ads we get.
In one of the live streams they did when the Kickstarter was going, there were 2 of the TOMY designers of this, and they were talking about the fog effect and stuff. And one of the designers was like, made a joke. He was like, you could even use it to vape. And he was like that to their prototype, and the other designer was like, no, and like almost slapped it out of his hands.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't breathe in the fog juice that comes out of this thing. It is literally antifreeze. I believe.
And also, if you work for a major company and you're showcasing a product, don't pretend to vape it if it's not a vape.
These companies, they put like their actual toy engineers on these live streams and stuff. These people they're not trained.
Yeah.
They're introverted toy designers. They're not meant to be on camera.
All right, Patrick's brought out some alternate DeLoreans. I mean, Back to the Future time machine cars to compare to this one.
Yeah, so I don't remember who made these. This is Welly. I think I might have gotten both of these at Universal Studios in Florida when I went as a kid at different times. Got them at different times, but this is the third movie, DeLorean Time Machine. Our dog broke it at one point. She flopped her tail around and caused it to roll right off the shelf, and it broke off this mirror and the Mr. Fusion back there. You know, it doesn't have a very nice finish. This TOMY one definitely has a better stainless steel kind of finish to it. This one just kind of looks like clear coated metal. Nothing too fancy there. I would definitely be interested in TOMY doing the third movie one. I think I would probably skip the second movie one, but I'd be interested in the third movie one, especially if they're able to like lift the suspension and make it actually look like it's just a DeLorean plopped onto a truck body like they did for the third movie. And then this is one for the second movie, and the wheels are floppy because there's a little lever down here that hover converts it, and there's like a stand that I could put it on and stuff. I think this one has the best like stainless steel kind of finish. That looks the most like the actual DeLorean, I think. I mean, the TOMY one's good, but doesn't, especially with this scratch here, it doesn't quite have that same brushed finish that this has. And then this one also has a trunk that opens, which is pretty nice. Pretty nice. And the TOMY one does not. Oh well. That would have been nice. Because then you could put maybe some accessories in there or something.
You could put Einstein in there.
Yeah, you would be able to put Einstein in there.
We've also got some figures to compare to our time machine car.
Yeah, so we saw that the Marty and Doc, they scale pretty well to it. But I mean, that was what TOMY was trying, that was their goal, their mission, was to scale it to those figures. Marvel Legends Deadpool.
He looks a little bit small comparatively, or maybe I don't know what the sizes of cars are supposed to be.
And got the new Mezco Indiana Jones.
He looks about right.
Yeah, Mezcos, they're usually a little bit larger than 112. Marvel Legends, when they do movie figures, they tend to skew a little bit closer to the actual 112 scale, whereas this DeLorean is meant to be 110 scale to scale with those guys. And then we've got Ninja Turtle from the third Ninja Turtle movie made by a company that, man, I just can't remember who it is.
I don't know, I can't help you. Lost to time. Yeah. Lost to time.
Shame.
Nice turtle though.
Yeah, what do you think? Does that scale well with that DeLorean?
Well, he is a big monstrous turtle, so it's hard to tell. I think he's also a little bit big, but also he's a mutant turtle, so, you know, who's to say how big a mutant turtle is? I
actually think, other than the steering wheel looking really big for Indiana Jones, I actually think that Indiana Jones scales pretty well with it. Like for a car?
And as we all know, Indiana Jones has done time travel shenanigans.
Yes, famously.
In the beloved film. What's the name of that movie? Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Whoa!
I got it.
I like that title, by the way. It works on many levels. I don't know if you realize that.
I don't think about it much.
Yeah, I'm as old as this movie, as Back to the Future. So yeah, I was the prime age for a lot of this. I guess I was a little young. There wasn't a whole lot to say about 90s culture, but 80s culture.
There's not a lot to say about 90s culture. Excuse me.
Name one thing from 90s culture that is carried on to today.
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus. Oh yeah, that's true.
All right, well, I think that's it for us today. I hope you've enjoyed this chaotic dining room table review. As always, likes and subscribes are very much appreciated. Comments are more than welcome, and I'll see you guys on the next one, where we'll probably be back in the regular review space.
Goodbye. Hey, bye. Okay, we made a discovery after shutting off the camera. This scratch here, which was already there, you know, when we first opened it, you guys saw. That could happen from opening the door too forcefully. because that's a pretty sharp edge right here. And if you open that door against that edge and like pushed it or something, it would create a gouge.
So don't do
right
that.
there. So because both doors have a little bit of a scratch there. This one has just a tiny bit. I guess when they were assembling it, I guess they had to open and close the door or something. I'm not sure. But yeah. So watch out for that. If you get one, don't open the door too forcefully because it will mar the top surface there.
PSA.
What does PSA mean?